Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's something me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Santa Lucia, Nate's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Oh, one second. Oh goodness, a little bit of congestion there. Alright. Ben, we totally have to take a picture of us with it in the background. Eh? Oh, the giant phallic symbol, okay. To my surprise, he grabs my hand and leads me forward. Right here is perfect. Smile! He wraps an arm around me and pulls me closer, then angles his phone so that we're in the frame with the tower. That turned out great! He hands the phone for me to see. Ugh, I'm as photogenic as ever. I agree. I hand it back to him as quick as I can. Look over there! I think that's a historical plaque. Without warning, he dashes towards a section of the park where a curiously shaped long stone is. Right in the center of it is a metal plate with an essay's worth of words written on it. The fox stares down at it, clearly trying to take in as much information as possible. I give it a quick pass myself. It tells the history of Santa Lucia's founding. Apparently, in the mid-1800s, a group of Swedish explorers made their way far west during the American Gold Rush. They ended up overshooting their destination by a large margin and decided to settle in the area they found. The settlement ended up becoming the city we now know as Santa Lucia. The park is what remains of the old town square where the settlers used to gather, barter, and worship. We honor the history and traditions of the settlers by hosting an annual festival on St. Lucy's Day, which is December 13th. I struggled to hold back a yawn. Stuff like this never interested me much. That's so cool! I didn't realize Santa Lucia had so much history. I didn't either. At least Nate looks like he's enjoying himself. Let's keep going. He prances along the path, expecting me to follow. Of course, I oblige. By the time we end up on the other side of the park, it's getting close to 6:30. The sun will probably start setting soon. Wonder how long we're going to spend out here. Ooh, there's more stores across the street. Let's check them out. Sure thing. As we approach the crosswalk, I'm struck by a funny thought. Nate's behaving like it's the first time he's ever been in a big city. I wonder. So, what cities have you been to, Nate? Huh? He seems caught off guard by the question. Believe it or not, this is my first. Really? I mean, I've been with my dad on drives around Fresno and Bakersfield and Visalia, but... He lists off names that mean absolutely nothing to me. Actually walking around one? This is completely new to me. That's really interesting. I figured someone as outgoing as you would have spent a large amount of time in cities like this. I would have loved to, but my mom wouldn't let me. There it is again, the mom topic. Sorry, I didn't mean... Oh, relax. You act as if I'm going to shut down at the mere mention of my mother. I'm not some shrinking violet who can't take an uncomfortable topic. He shrugs his shoulders. My mom is my mom. I love her, but... that doesn't mean I have to like her. Make sense? That's a weird way of putting it, but it actually resonates with me quite a bit. If I were to boil my friendship with my dad down to its essence, I'd say I'd feel the same way about him. Yeah, I get it. I love my dad too, but sometimes I can't stand him. Parents, am I right? Heh, yeah. We continue along the new road, observing the shops as we go. There's one shop I was sure that Nate would have lost his mind over, but we walked right past it. I guess bright and colorful clothing shops that hang a rainbow flag on the window aren't quite his style. Which is surprising, to say the least. Oh! Instead, I notice he's fixated in another shop a few doors down. Oh my god, I can't believe it! He speed walks towards it, leaving me trailing behind him. What? I've always wanted to visit one of these. Before us stands a store that I never would have expected Nate to be interested in. Blazing Affair? There used to be one in the mall my mom used to take me to, but she never let me go inside. Glancing inside, I see how something like this could be questionable to a particular type of mother. Dark and moody atmospheres, screamo music blasting, a wall-to-wall assortment of edgy goth and scene products. This place is a dream for emo kids. Or school shooters. Can we go inside, Ben? Well, I don't want to be a buzzkill or anything. But if this is something he wants to do, sure, I guess. Fabulous! Thank you so much for this! He twirls around in place before dashing inside. I slowly follow behind him. Instead of waiting for me to wander the store with him, he makes his way around at his own pace. That's fine, I can go on my own too. After about 10 minutes, I find Nate somewhere towards the back. There you are! What you looking at? I'm trying to decide on something to buy. I look at the wall he's browsing. It seems this whole section is dedicated to the Pumpkin King's Christmas movie that came out in the 90s. What do you think? What do you think? There's this cute Saro doll. He points a finger at a ghost dog plushie with a red nose. Jack's hands. Next he points at a pair of gloves with creepy elongated white fingers that are meant to look skeletal. Or this sick deck of themed tarot cards. Lastly, he points at a stack of card decks with a set of samples and a glass display below them. That is quite the eclectic selection. This was my favorite movie when I was a kid. I do my best to stifle my surprise. I figured he'd be into the Wizard of the Oz or something. The Wizard of Oz or something. Wizard of the Oz. I see. Well, he's asking me for my input. What should I tell him to buy? I like the tarot deck. I'm sure the cards will piss your mom off. Why don't you buy those? That would be fun to see. Oh, what the hell, I'll just buy them all. Creepy gloves. These gloves definitely seem unique. Why don't you buy them? These are really cool. Ghost dog plushie. The doll seems normal. I mean cool. Why don't you buy that? Nah, we're gonna go with the freaking tarot deck. Thanks for the help, Ben. What? Without another thought, he grabs one of each item and makes his way towards the cashier. I stand there, stunned for a second. I'm definitely getting a lot more to Nate today than I expected. I catch up with him right as soon as he finishes paying. He thanks the cashier, who nods at him with his jewelry-adorned face. It takes all sorts to make the world go round, I suppose. I'm relieved when we finally step out of the shop. Not to be that guy, but I was getting kind of put off by the atmosphere in there. Ah, I'm so excited! I can't believe how cool it is in there. He shakes the bag in front of him. I love the souvenirs I got. He smiles at me with his toothy grin. I kind of feel bad that I'm weirded out by this. I really shouldn't be. He's just having fun, even if it's not the way I expect. Honestly, I'm glad he's having fun. That means the date is going well. Want to keep going? Sure. With that, we put the strange store behind us and continue on down the road. Ah, Ben, look! He points a finger across the street. There's a movie theater. It's still early enough. Want to catch a movie? Yes, totally. Finally, something I can enjoy too. I'll admit, I haven't been keeping up with what's releasing lately. I hope there's something good. Let's cross the street. There's nobody on the road. What? He grabs my hand and leads me across right down the center. Wow, living dangerous, aren't we? Didn't take Nate to be a casual jaywalker. Fortunately, it seems to be a slow night. There's not too many people in line at the box office. Less heads in the way means I get a better view of what's playing, too. You see anything interesting? I squint my eyes and look at the list above. After a cursory scan, nothing really jumps out at me. I guess it's a slow time for Hollywood as well. I'm fine with anything, really. You are you? He flutters his eyes at me. So you're saying I could pick the girliest, most rom-commiest rom-com to ever rom-com and you'd be okay with it? I can practically feel the sweat dropping from my forehead. There's nothing that terrible on the list, is there? I can take cheese as much as the next person, but there's a limit to this shit. Can we go with something, I don't know, a little more manly? I scratch behind my left ear and smile. Just something that isn't going to put me to sleep. There we go, a preference. See, was that so hard? He looks up at the list, clearly enjoying how much his teasing is getting to me. I'll admit, I kind of like it. Okay, I picked out a couple choices. Alright, let's hear them. Pull your phone out. Let's investigate them first. I do as he says and fish out the irritatingly expensive rectangle from my pocket. His first suggestion is some movie about an evil nun. Wow, so intimidated. Seriously, how scary can a movie about a nun be? Not very scary if it's the movie that I'm thinking of. What a dumb premise. The second suggestion is some weird schlock about sharks flying out of a tornado. Incredible work of art. Yeesh, and I thought the last premise was special. Christ, what kind of drugs are they taking down there in Hollywood anyway? All of them. Are they just throwing darts at a wall of ideas and seeing what sticks? You look thrilled. I thought you wanted something more manly. Sure, but just pick something. Just pick something. Just pick something. It's almost our turn. All right. He stares at me intently. So, which movie are we gonna watch? The one with the shark tornadoes, obviously. Let's go with the dumb shark movie. Ooh, I've heard about this series. That's supposed to be really popular with bad movie fans. Is there really a whole subculture dedicated to this crap? Yuppers. I've always wanted to go to a screening of one. There's this one movie where there are random pictures of spoons and a ton of scenes. The Room! Yes, I love The Room. It's a classic. Fans will crowd the theater just to throw spoons at the screen when one appears. I raise an eyebrow at him. What a store. God damn it! That's a fucking quote from the movie. What a story, Nate. It's true, though. Okay, I believe you. So anyway, how's your sex life? For some reason, he gets a wistful look in his eyes. My dad and I used to watch bad movies together all the time. It was like a bonding thing for us. At least one of us had a fun dad. He sounds like he's pretty cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool. With that, it's finally our turn. Well, here's hoping for the best. A couple hours later, we're walking back to campus from the theater. The sun is just about to set. I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed the movie. I look over at him in shock. Really? I thought it was terrible. The effects were lame and not one bit of the story made sense. He shrugs his shoulders and smiles. A movie is more than the sum of its parts, Ben. Besides, it doesn't hurt to have a little fun with lowbrow entertainment every once in a while. I guess. He's really got a different outlook about things compared to me. Though he's not terribly far off from Eric in that regard. I wonder what these two would think about each other if they ever met. Whoa! Huh? What? He stops in his tracks and lets out a slight squeal. I didn't know they had a music store downtown. He points at the shop we were just about to pass. Clock Tower Records, huh? It's been years since I've been in one. Can we go inside? I don't know, it's getting late. Please? He gives me a pair of puppy dog eyes. That are really hard to say no to. Okay, but let's make it quick. Yay! Without waiting for me, he dashes into the store. We definitely had a thorough tour of downtown for our first date. I step inside and am floored by just how many albums they have. They're all neatly ordered alphabetically, and there's even a section in the far corner for vinyl records. I wonder if they have some stuff from the bands I follow. Several minutes pass and I cross paths with Nate. He's got a wide, genuine smile on his face. Find anything interesting? Yuppers. Can I see? Well... He wags a finger in front of me. Only if you promise not to make fun of me. Aw, how bad can it be? You're not buying a bunch of boy band albums, are you? Well, they're boy bands in a sense. Oh, this'll be good. I take the stack of albums he has in his hand and start flipping through them. Wow. Oh yes, My Bloody Valentine, good band. 9 Inch Nails, The Smashing Pumpkins. I look up at him in awe. This is not what I expected. Give them back then. What were you expecting, Courtney Leonetti? Well, yeah, kinda. I mean, that's the kind of music you like, right? He folds his arms and looks the other way. I listen to more than just pop music, Ben. I bet you think I'm a shallow bimbo, huh? No, I never said that. He bends forward and looks up at me with a smile. Maybe not verbally, but your face said everything for you. Gah! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. It's all right, no offense taken. It's true I haven't really given much reason to believe otherwise. He stands straight up again and looks me in the eye. I guess I'm checking to see if you deserve to see the other side of me. My ears perk up as his peculiar statement gets my full attention. What do you mean? He gives me a wink, which makes my heart flutter. I'm more than just a pretty face when you get to know me. I smirk back at him. I think I'm understanding what he's getting at. Intriguing. A man of mystery, are you? More than you know. With that, he splits off from me. I'm gonna go pay for these. I'll meet you outside. Alright. Now I've got room to focus. Just need to find the section I'm looking for. Aha! Here we go. I couldn't believe it when I read about it online. She actually released a new album. Making sure that Nate's not in eyesight, I discreetly grabbed the album from the shelf. It's Courtney! It's Courtney, bitch! We finally make it back to campus well after the sun has set. While Nate's carrying several bags of goodies and souvenirs with him, I manage to discreetly shove my purchase back in my pocket. The fox twirls around in place when we reach the front door to the dorms. That was so much fun, Ben! Thank you for a wonderful first date. His infectious smile spreads to me. I'm glad you had fun. I mean it. I know I'm not the easiest person to be around, but I'm happy you did your best with me. Alright, y'all, I'm going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Tresem Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5 already. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!